What is going on? My name is Ario the Juice from Juicy Tech Podcast. We are here in the gorgeous South Florida. As you can see, beautiful area. Very nice place. It's like 79 degrees right now, which is super hot, but feels great because I'm in the correct apparel. You know, flip-flops, shorts, tank top. Life is good. Life is awesome. Yeah, I do want to say something real fast, but before we do that, the podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and other major platforms that streams podcast episodes. So definitely check that out, Juicy Tech Podcast. I'll leave the link in the very bottom of this video. There's more information regarding myself, such as my LinkedIn, if you'd like to contact me through that platform, Instagram, also GitHub. All the information is down below. Definitely check out some more info about this podcast, myself, and you're all set. Now let's talk. So I have a really cool announcement to make, and this announcement is basically me working closely with Boca Code, which is a coding bootcamp that I attended in 2022 summertime. It was a 10-week course, in-person cohort. I had a lot of fun there. I learned a whole lot. Met a lot of amazing people, just made friends. I went to conferences and met more amazing people. And when I say amazing, I mean like talented, super knowledgeable individuals when it comes to coding, like senior developers or software engineers with like decades of experience. Super amazing, and I'm just grateful that I was able to work with these people, and to this very day I'm still connected with them, and I'm just grateful that I know these amazing individuals and I learned from them. So picking their brain is like treasure to me right now. It's serious. Is that a snake right there? No, that was like a water moccasin. Those things are dangerous. There's like a snake down there. I'm not sure if you see that, but yeah. So that's the school that I went to, and also I do want to also say this channel and podcast is really for people looking for information about coding boot camps, if not mainly Boca Code, because I'm just really, again, I'm just thankful that I can just share my knowledge with people on the internet, of my experience going to a coding boot camp. Again, it was a 10-week course, super challenging for me. But there's people looking for information about Boca Code or just coding boot camps. A lot of time people are asking themselves, is it worth the money? Is it worth the time? And I really can't, say yes or no to you. It's really on you. It's your decision, obviously. All I can do is just tell you my experience and what I've, pretty much, just my experience going to Boca Code, going to an actual in-person coding boot camp. I love doing stuff like this, just sharing my experience as much as I can, because I very much believe that's going to benefit the next person that's online, on YouTube, obviously, or wherever you are, and that person is looking for information regarding Boca Code or just coding boot camps in general. And I think it's safe to say that I'm someone that's qualified to speak about this, because I actually attended a coding boot camp as a full-time student for almost 3 months, something like that. It's a 10-week course, so almost three months. But yeah, I could really give you my actual testimony, because I was an actual student at Boca Code. So I'm just here to provide. Sorry for the noise. There's a boat passing by. There's like a waterway over here also. Not sure if you hear that. That sounds like a plane. Excuse me. I'm not talking about a boat. But there's like a nice waterway behind these bushes. But again, so I'm just here to just provide enough information to you, the viewer or the listener, regarding coding boot camps, because that's what I mainly talk about here on this channel or podcast the most. Now, that may switch up over time because I'm still practicing. I've done projects regarding using technologies such as HTML, CSS, so I'm very familiar with how to set up a lot of things using HTML, doc type, and using the href, of course, just different elements to set up a web page and attributes. I am very, very, very much aware of these things. I use them all the time as much as I can, just practicing as much as possible, because that's, to me, is how you get stronger and more knowledgeable, and just kind of just sharpen your skills when it comes to coding. So I do also want to talk about something also, is if you're that person that's looking for information, I'm chewing something, excuse me, I'm chewing on Tic Tac, so if you see me chewing or sucking on something, excuse me. But yeah, if you're very brand new to this, and you're just trying to learn how to code, I would just tell you, and just to be honest with you, I would very much tell you to teach yourself the basics of coding first, before even spending $1 in coding boot camps or whatever educational institution you plan on, attending. Teach yourself the basics of coding, like 101. So focus on HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But I also want to say this: you do want to kind of just figure out what exactly, what type of job title you're trying to get into, because there's a lot of different job titles when it comes to coding or software engineering. Let me explain. Job titles meaning, maybe you want to be in cybersecurity. So there's different technologies that focus mainly on cybersecurity. I'm trying to make sense here. There's different technologies that you need to focus on when it comes to cybersecurity. The same thing applies to job titles such as a front-end developer. There's certain technologies that you have to focus on when it comes to front-end developers, and those technologies are something like HTML, CSS. I want to say JavaScript, but that's more of your front-end technologies that you focus on if you're looking to be a front-end developer, right? There's back-end, devs. There's certain technologies that you want to focus on as a back-end developer, and those technologies are something like MongoDB, Java, not JavaScript. Those are two different things. But Java itself, that focus a lot on the back-end, when it comes to that, right? A back-end developer, they focus on those technologies, more. They focus less on stuff like, Bootstrap or, CSS styling. That has nothing to do with back-end, but more of your front-end. Or maybe you're into styling a web page. You're into really designing stuff, making it look nice and pretty. Then you may want to focus on UX, UI. So there's different job titles. And this is something a lot of people don't understand when it comes to coding. They think you're just coding all day and that's it. But to me, coding is like this umbrella, and there's different, trying to make sense. I guess you want to say, trying to make sense here. Like when you say coding, you have to kind of be more specific with it. There's different job titles in coding. So again, cybersecurity, full stack, front end, back end, different job titles when it comes to coding. So again, what exactly are you looking to do? What interests you the most? And when you find out what you want to get into, then focus on those technologies only and nothing else, so you don't get distracted. Because again, you may not need to use Python or JavaScript if you're looking to get more involved with cybersecurity. I don't know. Maybe you want to get more into styling, so maybe you shouldn't focus on a technology such as Java, Firebase, MySQL, right? It doesn't make sense to focus on these technologies that have nothing to do with UX, UI. I hope I'm making sense. And this is something that Boca Code teaches their students, really breaking everything down and giving you some type of direction on what you're trying to do. And that's what they gave me, because I'm super new to this still. I'm not even a year into this yet, so I've learned a lot, believe me. I'm doing a lot of projects. I posted projects on this YouTube channel, on the community post, so definitely check those out, see what I've been up to. I'm still teaching myself, I'm still learning, I'm still practicing, doing projects, and I plan on doing more projects using other technologies, such as maybe stuff like Python or JavaScript, and I cannot wait. But yeah, teach yourself coding 101 the most. Really focus on what you're trying to do, and before spending any money, I'm telling you, sit down for like maybe 3 to 6 months and just go crazy and learn as much as you can. Learn all the basics of whatever you're trying to do when it comes to coding or software engineering. Teach yourself as much as you can. Also, if your typing speed is not the fastest, get that up too. Focus on typing faster. All these things will help you tremendously when you decide to advance by going to a institution like Boca Code, and you won't be so lost and behind because you already know what's going on. You're not so brand new to everything. Trust me. Teach yourself the basics first, and when you're ready to advance and learn more from the pros, go to Boca Code or whatever whatever coding boot camp you're trying to get into. But just teach yourself first before spending any money. Go on YouTube. There's different courses that you can take. Just Google it. You'll find something, I promise you. But just teach yourself before spending any money. It's going to help you out a lot. But again, that's the announcement for this video. I will be working with Boca Code closely. But my main job is to basically provide information to you, just the basics of Boca Code. And when you're ready for more information, I think you should contact the school directly, right? Contact support at Boca Code and let them explain to you more information, such as how much it's going to cost, what are the schedules, everything. Basically, they'll give you all the information you need. But I'm just here to tell you my experience with the school. It was awesome. A lot of people in my cohort found jobs. I haven't found a job yet in that field because I'm still new to this, right? A lot of people in my cohort already had years of experience when it comes to coding. Some of them went to college and have a computer science degree, a bachelor. So these are really professional, I won't say professional, but I'll say just knowledgeable people who are in my cohort. And I learned a lot from these people too. To this day, I still talk to most of them, and I'm so I love that. I love that I have, to me, these are my peers, and I have them as reference now, or just as, I guess you want to say, just have some type of connection with people who are in this industry. And I'm just so grateful that I know them and they know me, and we still, keep in contact using, via social media, Instagram or LinkedIn. I freaking love that. That was really my main focus. One of my main focus of going to Boca Code or just going to a coding boot camp in person. I wanted to meet people in person and really interact with them and just learn from them and pick their brain and just learn as much as I can from these amazing people, not just the staff and the teachers, but the students. A lot of people in my cohort have years of experience. The stuff they've built, the stuff they can build is freaking insane and just super motivating. It's crazy. And a lot of them found jobs. I'll say a good 50% of my cohort. I won't say that. Excuse me. I won't say that. But I would definitely say I'll say close to 10 people that I know of. Right. Close to 10 people. There may be more, but a lot of them found jobs. A lot of them are currently working in the field as software engineers. And it's incredible. That just shows me that Boca Code, the school itself, very much can help people find work, but you have to put in a lot of work and be very knowledgeable in what's going on, and also be realistic, right? For someone like me that doesn't have a bachelor or never went to college for computer science, I have to be realistic and realize that I'm not going to find a job anytime soon because, compared to people with like 4 or 5 years of practice and experience, that's to me more realistic for them to find work immediately because of their experience, and their GitHub is insane. It's so freaking incredible, and it's mind-blowing how talented these people are, and they were in my cohort, and they are alumni of Boca Code. So again, the school is awesome. I am working with them closely, and once again, I'm just here to provide my experience, my testimony about the school, and now all I can tell you is the school was freaking awesome. I won't tell you to go there, but I'd much rather tell you to just focus. If you're new to this, if you're new to the world of software engineering, I would tell you to again sit down and learn as much as you can on your own. And when you're ready to really step up, to another level, then contact Boca Code and go from there. And and just really learn from the pros, because that's what you're going to get into, or that's what you're going to, or that's who you're going to be working with. Professionals who are currently working in the field as software engineers. You're learning from these incredible individuals, and it's freaking amazing. I will go back to Boca Code again, to be honest with you. I mean, just for the but for the networking, you're learning how to work in groups. That's one thing that I love about Boca Code as well, is they put the students in groups and kind of force them to kind of get out of their shell and just interact with people, because you have to do this in the real world of working at your job, working with people. And if people don't like you, it's going to be very tough to find work or work with, work, or just find work, or just kind of live a happy life, if that makes any sense, because nobody likes you because your social skills are not the best. For whatever reason, maybe you're shy, you're an introvert, but I've seen Boca Code take students and put them in groups, or they'll have you, of course, kind of go around and ask, hey, are you in a team right now? Can I be part of it? Let's work together. Let's try to accomplish this goal or this task that was given to us by the instructors, and really work in groups and do that and learn how to network and be comfortable and be pleasant around people and ask the right questions and be helpful. You're learning all these things, soft skills, and your hard skills at Boca Code. Phenomenal, right? Once again, I'm just here to provide my experience, my testimony, and I'll continue to keep doing this because I think it's going to help a lot of people out looking for information about Boca Code. And I'm very happy that I can do this by putting out my truth online, and I just hope you get some value from this. But let me get out of here, enjoy the rest of my day, hop outside the car and get up out of here. But much love to you. Be safe out there. Once again, the podcast is available. Support by doing that, checking out the podcast. I'll leave the link to everything in the box below of this video. And be safe out there. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.